that highs in there for a while. But I mean, it's so long.
Morning, Steve Fried in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Overnight beans were as much as 20 cents higher. They're now about 11 or 12 cents higher. I think there's concern in South America that Brazil may not be able to export at the pace needed to satisfy the global demand. One of the things the bean market needed to see March through August was record shipments out of Brazil. There's talk of some dock strikes, and there's also talk that the fact that they're limiting the number of hours truckers can drive in Brazil, that may slow the pace of beans getting to the port and getting exported out. You know, we've seen a little bit of new Chinese demand for U.S. beans, and we really can't afford that new demand with our tight old supply. Corn's about unchanged, maybe a penny better. The market continues to struggle between the fact that old crop U.S. corn supply is tight, but export demand is quiet, and that everyone's talking about a big 2013 U.S. corn crop. Wheat market's up about 4 cents. I think the market again was following corn, but the weekly export sales were better than expected, and there is some talk about a little bit of export business around. Certainly though, this last big winter storm that went through the plains has added moisture, needed moisture for the 2013 U.S. hardwood winter wheat crop. Export sales data, negative bean sales, which was trimmed some of the gains of the overnight market. Wheat sales were good, almost 700,000 tons, and corn was within expectations, around 360,000 tons. The last 2 days we've seen the USDA kind of give us some outlook for 2013 and 14 U.S. corn, wheat, and soybean supply and demand. Consensus is that if we have good weather, the corn carryout will be close to 2 billion bushels. On the bean numbers, some people think, given the large South American crop, it may be a little high on 2013-14 U.S. Demand estimate, maybe a little low on the carryout. And in wheat now, they may be a little bit low on the wheat production number, and maybe a little bit low on the wheat carryout number. Other than that, the trade will be watching all what happens in Washington with the sequester, and if we don't avoid the sequester, it could be negative to equity markets, and we could see some layoffs in the USDA, which could slow reports out and maybe reduce the number of grain and livestock and meat inspectors in the country. So this is kind of a big deal on whether or not we avoid the sequester here in the United States or actually pass a budget. Again, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.
That's his favorite place. She was at the football game last night. 25 and a quarter. UVA. I don't know.